Greetings survivors and friends, Dr. SHADOWFRAX here with your weekly appointment, bringing you up to scratch with the bleeding edge of Rust development. A couple of days ago I brought you an exclusive, thorough examination of all the items coming in next month's DLC, whatever it ends up being called, and if you haven't watched that yet, shame on you. Go and do so straight away because I'm not going to repeat myself. Basically, it'll include a whole Radio Shack's worth of equipment tied together by an audio theme including cassettes, recorders, boom boxes, internet radio functionality, voicemail, megaphones, mobile phones, dances, and everything you need to run a low-budget disco. It'll be a paid DLC, but the price and final name of the project is still subject to change, as are the exact crafting costs and any other bugs/features that the team deemed to be too much fun, so don't take anything as final yet. A feature that I hope won't be nuked is the ability to stick cassette recorders to the dashboards of vehicles, because why on earth would you get rid of that? After extensive testing with my audience on Twitch earlier in the week, we also decided on a few missing features that need adding, such as being able to put cassettes into mailboxes, a Slyant mode for mobile phones, and attaching a speaker to an auto turret, then putting a cassette in the ammo slot. All of the DLC is currently live for crafting and testing on the main staging branch until its release on July the 1st, when it'll become paid for, and there have been a few more commits to polish things up recently, including a new large tiles disco floor, which looks like this, and can currently only be spawned with spawn discofloor.largetiles.deployed. For more information, please watch my last video and sub to the channel here to stay up to date with anything else that happens. In other news, a lot of work's going on to rejig the wounding and healing mechanics on a separate branch, and whilst nothing is final, I'll give a brief summary for you of the major changes so far. First of all, as mentioned last week, there'll be 2 wounded states in future, the usual lying on the ground like an idiot and being unable to move one, and a chance to end up in a new crawling wounded state, so you can shuffle into a bush to die and keep the island a nice tidy place. Not only, but also, there are changes to recovery coming. Your chances of getting back up again will depend on your water and food levels, but in addition, if you happen to have a large medkit in your belt bar, the chance of recovery becomes 100%. The medkit's then used up. Unless it turns out that you would have recovered without it, in which case you get to keep it. Something else that's pretty huge is that an old feature, being able to revive players with a syringe, which was removed all the way back in 2016, is now making a return. Seems like at the moment it will take just over 5 seconds to complete this action, but this is all deep in development and subject to change, like everything else. I wonder if we'll get screams back. Leave me your thoughts on this in the comments down below. In other news this week, there was a fix for not being able to mount minicopters sometimes, a new admin command, player gesture radius, to make all players in a radius of you gesture. It also works with multiple gestures for randomness sake, and I'll put the syntax for this in the description for you. And hitches and troughs can now be placed down narrow triangle passages.
Oh, that's nice, but what if you're claustrophobic?
Oh, hi Grammar Horse. You got better.
Yes, well, thanks to some emails I received, my recovery chances went up to 100%.
I'm glad to hear that. We should celebrate.
Absolutely. In fact, I think we should do so with one of these.
Oh, a champagne bloomer. Really pulling out the stops, eh?
Yes, I like the fact that the initial massive champagne-coloured explosion is followed by smaller orange starbursts. Don't you?
You took the words out of my mouth.
Ooh.
In works in progress, work's still happening to add some new bunker-type entrances for the train tunnels. It looks like these will glow at night too. And here's the first shot we have of the new signals, here shown at a station and acting to give advanced warning of visitors. Plenty of commits for the submarine branch and associated underwater overhaul. I wouldn't hold your breath for it though. I think this is going to take a while to surface. The underwater labs I mentioned last week are getting much love too. Unlike other monuments, they're going to be handled procedurally, and it seems that docking with the submarine is going to be accomplished via a moon pool. Not guaranteed to turn you into a mermaid, though. Also, intriguingly, in the commits concerning ongoing AI work, I noticed that certain things are afoot involving AI at the airfield and train yard, including a tower patrol path and spawners. Spawners for what? Scientists? Or something else? I'll bring you more on this as soon as I get it. Leave a like if you appreciated this week's vid, sub to the channel, join me on Twitch for streams, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and my Steam group to stay up to date with my content, and support the channel by becoming a patron or by grabbing some merch on Teespring. I shall catch you all soon, but in the meantime, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio. This video is powered by AWDIT's producer range of workstation PCs, available now at awdit.co.uk.
Ooh.
Ah.